So you found your magic artifact.
Yeah, I have to take the focus to the Magicians of Water. They need it.
I'll accompany you for a while. Oh, hell! What monster's that over there?
Whoa, where did that come from?
Looks like one of those virtually invincible trolls, only smaller. Whatever. If we want to get out of here, we have to get past that beast. That was...
Yeah, we defeated that monster.
Then you'd rather not...
Something like that.
This is where we go but I'm sure we'll meet...
Greetings.
I found a focus in the Troll Canyon.
Unbelievable. Now we have 4 focus stones altogether. There's only one more missing. Then we'll have them all. You've already done our community a great service. Get the last focus stone, and we'll soon be able to free ourselves. I see you've used up the teleportation scroll. Here, take a new one.
I found a focus in the ruined monastery. Gorn the mercenary was there. He gave me a hand in searching.
Brilliant. Now we have all 5 focus stones. Your deeds are invaluable to our camp. Be assured of my eternal gratitude. Go to Riordian now. He'll give you something for your immense efforts. Speak to Kronos, the keeper of the ore as well. He'll give you another gift from our community.
Can you blast the ore mound now?
We now have all the artifacts we need to fulfill our plan. But the barrier was created by 12 magicians. There are not enough magicians in the circle of water to control the powerful energies and to guide them onto the right course.
What can we do?
I'm aware that you've already done much for our community. We owe you greatly, but in the interest of all the inhabitants of the colony, I need to ask one more favor of you.
One more favor?
Yes. Go to the old camp and try to win some of the magicians of the Circle of Fire for our cause.
Magicians of fire? Why should they want to give up their easy life? The destruction of the barrier would rob them of their powerful position.
That is the exact reason why you must accomplish this mission. You know people from all the camps of the colony. Remind the magicians of fire of the old times, when we studied the arts of magic together.
All right then, I'll try to convince the magicians of fire. But I can't promise anything. It seems nearly impossible to me.
You must try. If you do not succeed in this, there is only one other, just one...
One what?
Forget it. You must succeed. Here, take this magic rune. Hand it over to Coristo, the High Magician of the Circle of Fire, as a sign of our trust. With this, he can teleport into this room without passing the guards, anytime he wants. I hope that it will convince our former friends of our good intentions. May you return. Greeting. You've given me...
Saturas...
all the take...
Show me... Hello.
Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently. But keep it. You have to walk. Let's talk about something else here. Sure. But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know. People always talk. I better keep up. I doubt that's ever likely to change. That wasn't very clever.
Things would have gone very differently. It was obvious there would be trouble ahead.
There was a time when I led a very different life. I was one of the best generals of this country. I've spent my whole life fighting for my country. But the nobles didn't like me because the king listened to my advice, and they knew I posed a threat to their dirty business. I hadn't counted on their insidiousness. They used the king's wife to get me. I was blamed for her pointless murder. King Robar had no other choice. The services I had rendered my country saved me from the gallows, but they robbed me of my freedom. One day I'll be free again, then I shall return and take revenge. I shall have my revenge.
I need better armor.
You'll first have to earn your armor. Apart from that,
Give me the hip.
this armor. You'll be very sorry for that.
No problem. There's no...
He's had enough.
I didn't see anything. Sad performance!
He's had enough.
Sad performance! A time... Sad performance. A tiny gust of wind and he would have toppled over anyway.
Hey, no sweat, man. Come over here.
Will you train me?
If you have enough ore, I'll teach you how to use a crossbow. Just pay me 200.
You okay?
I'm hiding away here. I don't care for the trash those guards are pulling off. But I've taken some pretty good stuff from the arsenal. If you need a weapon, just let me know.
Show me what you have.
You won't have much time to be sorry for it.
They are all dead, all dead! I couldn't help them, I was not there,
Calm down, Milten. What happened?
They killed the Magicians of Fire, all of them apart from me. And I was close to death as well.
You'd better tell me the whole story from the beginning, one thing after the other.
Okay, keep cool, Milten, keep cool. It all started with the old mine caving in.
The old mine caved in?
Yes. It all happened very fast. Nobody in the mine made it out. The guards blocked the entrance to the mine.
I met Gorn.
Really? Where?
By the old ruined monastery by the sea. The two of us searched it for treasures.
I'm sure he'll tell me all about it when we meet again.
Lester and I took out the mountain fort.
He told me about it. Apparently, you can be trusted.
Where have the four of you been meeting so far?
Oh, here and there. We meet in a lot of different places.
How could the mine cave in?
I have no idea. Some of the diggers who were waiting in front of the entrance said something about a massive earthquake and a huge cloud of dust coming from the tunnel.
Were you there?
Yes, that's where I learned about the cave-in.
What was that you said about the magicians of fire?
I only know that they were killed by the ore barons shortly after the mine caved in. When I returned from our adventure under the Ring of Stone, the guards at the gate suddenly attacked me. They shouted words like traitor and collaborator at me. I had a very narrow escape.
Why would the ore barons want to kill the magicians? It doesn't make sense.
That's right. The guards just didn't give me any opportunity to ask. Perhaps Diego knows. No. Diego, please. See you later.
Hey, shh, be quiet.
Hello, Diego. I've already talked to Milten on the other side of the camp.
Okay, so you already know what happened. But did you also hear about the planned raid on the free mine?
How could the old mine cave in?
One of the diggers who survived it told us that they were digging, and they hit an underground river on the bottom level. When the water gushed into the mine, one of the supports broke, and the entire upper section collapsed. Only a handful of people managed to escape from the mine.
Why are the fire mages dead?
That's a long story.
Just tell me about it. It's not the first long story I've had to listen to.
Well then, luckily I was in the ore baron's house when they got the news that the mine had collapsed. Gomez was hopping mad when he heard about the accident, and he was afraid that his position could be at stake.
Of course. Who controls the ore controls the colony as well.
That's right. Since he has no source of income anymore, the goods from the outside world won't come in anymore either. Nobody will work for him if he doesn't get another source of income soon.
And that's the reason for the raid on the free mine?
To be honest, that's Gomez's only chance to maintain his power. 2 hours ago, 24 guards set out for the free mine.
That's mad. I need to warn the new camp.
Then you must hurry up. They'll have almost reached the free mine.
But they never get through the fortifications of the new camp.
They don't need to get through them. A few months ago they found... Look out for Lester and Gorn. They need to know what happened here. Tell them that the four of us will meet at the same place as always.
If I see them before...
Thanks, my friend.
Can...
Yes. You're at... Come back soon.
Take care.
I'm glad you returned.
Let me guess, the free mine has been assaulted by the guards from the old camp. Nobody saw them coming?
Hang on. How? But of course. You found out about it in the old camp. Gorn arrived here just before you did. What could have caused Gomez to dare to take such an aggressive step? He should be aware that such a heinous act can only provoke war.
The old mine collapsed after water seeped in.
Collapsed? Of course. Then the whole thing makes sense. Gomez has his back to the wall. He's more dangerous than ever. Now that he doesn't have anything left to lose, he'll do anything.
Gomez has had all of the Magicians of Fire killed.
Had them killed? Why in Beliar's name would he do a thing like that?
They were against the attack on the free mine and opposed Gomez.
Then we're all doomed. Without the other 6 magicians, we'll never be able to control the concentrated power of the massive ore mound. But in spite of that, I thank you for passing this dangerous message on to me.
Nefarious said I was ready to wear the robe of a magician of water.
Then I welcome you to our community.
Does that mean that I now belong to the Guild of the Magicians of Water?
Not yet. First you need to take the Oath of Water.
When you sent me to the Magicians of Fire, you mentioned there was somebody.
Well, I had hoped we could make it without his help, but the way things are developing...
Who is he?
All right. Many, many years ago.
Give me the shortened version, please.
Be patient. Well, when we, the 12 magicians, created the barrier back then, our magic powers were directed and controlled by a 13th magician.
A 13th magician? I thought there were only 12.
Most people who did not experience the early days of the colony believe that. This 13th magician was our leader. All this took place before we were divided into the circles of fire and water. But he left the old camp, which was once the only camp of the colony.
What is this 13th magician called?
His name is Zardas. Hardly anybody remembers the old stories about him. The ones who do just call him the Necromancer.
Why did he leave the old camp?
He started to investigate the invocation of undead and magical creatures. Gomez was not the only one who began to worry. Most of the other magicians opposed him as well, and his unholy deeds.
What happened then?
Unlike Gomez, he was no butcher, so he avoided the conflict and left.
Where is this magician today?
He lives in seclusion, in his tower in the middle of the Orc land. That's just about the southernmost point of the colony.
I'll make my way to Zardas and ask him for help.
He's the only one that can help us now. If he knows no way out or doesn't want to help us,
he will.
There is one other problem.
A problem?
Yes. Over the years, we've tried to get in touch with Zardes several times, but it looks like he prefers to remain undisturbed.
What does that mean?
None of the messengers ever returned from his tower. You'll have to find a way to get past his creatures.
Looks like this is going to be interesting. How will I get past his creatures?
If I knew that, I would tell you. I'd advise you to do some research in our library. Maybe you'll find something in the old books about the strengths and weaknesses of magically invoked creatures.
I'll rummage through the library, and don't worry, I'll be back.
May you return it.
Hello.
I'm at DA.
That's good.
They want
That
What have you...
our entire. If
I'm ready to take the oath.
Now speak. I swear.
I swear by the might of the...
And by the power.
And by the...
That my...
That my...
Wear this robe. For the...
Can you...
There's much you need to learn.
I'd like to wear the...
It is not yet time. May you return.
It was obvious that there would be trouble. I'd better keep out. Very clever. You have to watch what you tell people. I doubt that's ever. Hello. Okay, let's forget.
I want to learn...
First, bring it, or if it when the... Hello. You've given...
What?
They've gone.
Yeah, people always talk. People always talk. If you think. That's really not my problem. Hang on. Better not to rush.
I'm glad you've joined.
Sure.
Differently. Maybe.
If you're injured,
Better not to go rushing into anything. I doubt that. As long as I'm not involved. Maybe. As long as I'm not involved. It was a time thing.
Had enough! Did something happen? I didn't see a thing. Had enough! When I was young, men were tough. For the honor.
See you later.
May I pay for the honor of as the keep file.
I want...
There must be something about that story after all. If you think... You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
You have to watch what you tell
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Let's talk about something else
It's the
instead.
same story every time.
Everything you hear.
That's really not my problem.
Maybe
There should
Now
be
that
better
sounds
ways
like
to
it will change.
people always talk.
Let's talk about
Wasn't
something else.
very clever.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything that won't happen.
Wasn't very clever.
That wasn't very clever.
You shoot yourself. People don't need to know it.
May I pass through.
Doubt that's ever like